Hello, welcome back. My name is Lily. I'm one of the respiratory therapists here at sleepplay.com. Today, we're going to talk about a subject that I get a lot of questions about. People call me about it, or if I visit their home, they might bring it to my attention. And the question is, can I take my machine overseas? Can I travel with my machine overseas or Europe, Asia, wherever you're traveling? Lucky you, by the way. I love to travel. And that's a question that I get a lot, and it's a question that is valid because, you want to know that wherever you're going, you can take your equipment and that you're able to use it. For the most part, the new machines that are being made right now, they're all pretty good about that, okay? We have, for example, the AirSense 10, the AirSense 11. These are machines from ResMed. They're BiPAPs also. They're air curves, BiPAPs, whichever BiPAP you might have. Travel machines like the Air Mini or any of the travel machines. Those machines that I just mentioned, you can use them for 110 and 220, okay? So if you're in that spectrum, or if you're in an area where you either need 110 or 220, you can use it. Okay, because it's apt for that. The only thing that you would need to do, you would need to buy the adapter for the outlet, right? Because I think the way that it connects, the prongs is different to connect the machine, but the machine will work. Okay, so it's ready for those type of voltage. Okay, the other machine that we have is the ResVent and the Luna G3, I believe. Those machines let you use it from anywhere from 100 to 240. So if you're gonna go to Middle Earth, you can take your machine. If they have 240, you can plug it. That's right, I went there to Middle Earth. Anywhere that you need more than 220, you can use ResVent, you can use the Luna G3. I believe those are the only ones that I saw with that voltage, okay? Yes, you can always look at the specs of the machine online and it will tell you the voltage that they have. But for the most part, if you're in the US and you're traveling anywhere outside of the US and you have this concern, all you have to do is buy an adapter to be able to plug your equipment, but your machine is not going to get ruined, it's not going to have a problem or anything like that. Another thing to consider is not just the outlet or the input or the volts, but also altitude. Okay, so with S10, I believe it's 85,000 feet of high altitude, 85,000 and change. And with S11, it's 97 and change, okay? So if it's higher than that, if you're gonna go to Machu Picchu, if you're gonna go someplace where the altitude is really high, keep in mind that the higher it goes, okay, the lower the pressure the machine is going to give you. So it's not gonna open the airways as much. It all depends on what pressure you normally need for your airways to be open. Your machine, the way that it works is it pushes air to open the airways by bypassing obstruction and keeping it open, right? So if it cannot give you the pressure that you need to keep it open, it's not gonna work as well. You might feel like it's not giving you enough air or something like that. But just keep in mind, this is just temporarily, because you're traveling, okay? Unless you're gonna move to Machu Picchu. I love ceviche, by the way. Anyways, so yes, but that's something to keep in mind. Altitude, okay? Normally, the machines nowadays, they compensate for that and they adjust accordingly. But if you say you're having any issues with that, then you understand that it has to do with the area that you're in. So if you have a 4 to 20 and you normally, like if your parameters in your machine on an auto CPAP are 4 to 20, and normally you're 10, maybe you go someplace where the altitude is high, now you might be getting more. You might be getting 15 or 20 or something like that. However, if you have a fixed pressure and your pressure is of 10 and now you go somewhere, you might want to speak to your physician before you go to see if you can have that change and adjust it accordingly to the area where you're going to be. All right? Okay, I hope I helped you some. I hope I answered some of your questions. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you like our content. My name is Lily, and this is sleepplay.com. Bye-bye.